Triumph recently released their line of factory custom bikes with this lovely looking run of 750 Thruxtons, which Triumph have billed as beautiful, more powerful, lighter and even higher specification. But it's listed as starting at £17,500, which is £6,500 more than the base model Thruxton. So in this video we're going to ask, is it worth it? I saw this bike at the London Motorcycle Show and managed to get some footage, so firstly we're going to look through it, look at all the changes that have been made and what you get extra for your money. After that we'll talk about what else you might be able to potentially spend that £6,500 on. The most alluring feature to most potential owners will be the changes to the engine, which have resulted in a 10 horsepower increase on the standard bike. The changes include high compression pistons, a new cam profile, updated porting and lighter components. There's also a mild boost in torque. The standard Thruxton sounds lovely already, but I assume that the TFC will sound even better through these Vance & Hines exhausts available only on this model. The difference between these and the Vance & Hines option for the regular Thruxton is that they're made from titanium and they also have carbon tips which tie in nicely with the rest of the bike. The carbon used elsewhere includes the one-piece fairing, front mudguard, seat cowl and heel guards, along with a lighter battery, an aluminium engine cradle, removal of the rear fender and the previously mentioned lighter engine components. This combines to save £11 or 5 kilos over the standard bike, which will undoubtedly help with performance. Improved handling comes in the form of upgraded suspension with the fully adjustable Öhlins 43mm inverted cartridge fork and Öhlins piggyback reservoir shocks with billet aluminium adjusters. The standard Thruxton comes with KYB forks and shocks, whereas the Thruxton R has Showa forks and Öhlins shocks. The TFC also has high-spec Brembo 4-piston M4.34 radial monoblock calipers and twin floating discs with a Brembo radial master cylinder and MCS span and ratio adjustable brake levers plus a matching clutch lever. These are a massive improvement over the Nissin brakes on the standard Thruxton and probably still a mild improvement over the slightly lower spec Brembos of the Thruxton R. The TFC also gets a Brembo dual piston caliper on a 220mm disc at the back, whereas the other bikes both use a Nissin brake. And the Pirellis of the Thruxton and Thruxton R have been swapped out for Metzeler Racetech RRs, which apparently offer race-ready levels of grip. Triumph also say that the riding modes of rain, road and sport have been updated and now adjust throttle map, ABS and traction control settings to better suit the conditions. Lastly, there are a whole host of stylistic changes over the standard Thruxton. A tinted screen, the top triple clamp is machined billet aluminium with TFC branding, a leather seat, clocks with gold detailing, LED lighting, brushed aluminium mirror accents, a gold final drive O-ring chain, and a machined billet aluminium oil filler cap. And all of this is finished off with just a single colour option of carbon black with hand-painted gold pinstriping. On paper that sounds like quite a lot of changes for your money. The bodywork, engine, suspension, brakes, exhaust and tyres have all been upgraded, but what are the other options? Maybe it's just the looks and the carbon bodywork that you're interested in. Then Powerbronze sell a carbon fairing, side panels, seat cowl and front mudguard bracket for the Thruxton. At just over £1,000 for those parts, there'd be plenty left over for a custom paint job and a bunch of other trick parts. On the other hand, if absolute performance is your sole quest, then using the £12,500 Thruxton R as a base bike and assuming the suspension and brakes are adequate, you could slap on the supercharger conversion kit from TTS Performance. Including VAT, you're looking at around £4,000 for the kit, but the numbers are something else. Power goes up from 96 horsepower to 139, and peak torque from 112 Nm to 157. If you pay an extra £400 to swap out the pistons, the kit can even go up to 180 horsepower. But ultimately, if you love how the Thruxton TFC looks and you want a milder performance increase than strapping a supercharger on, then the TFC could be the bike for you. It's going to be hard to replicate it exactly for the same amount of cash, especially considering the internal changes to the motor. There was certainly a lot of interest in this bike at the show, loads of people queuing up to take a sit on it, and I'm sure the 750 bikes available will sell out in no time. Let me know what you guys think of the Thruxton TFC in the comments below, and if you're new here and you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again in the next video.